Good morning. This is a Hurricane Milton update. We just got the 11 a.m. advisory. Hurricane Milton is a strong Category 4 on its way, per the National Hurricane Center, of becoming a Category 5. Not there yet. Close to it. 155-mile-an-hour winds, still hundreds of miles, more than 600 miles away from southwest Florida near Tampa, where it's expected to make a landfall come Wednesday evening. The pressure has dropped incredibly dramatically. It's at 933 millibars. Pressure drops, the wind speeds go up. Category 5 is expected this evening at 8 o'clock with 165-mile-an-hour winds. It maintains that status into early tomorrow morning, still a Category 5 with 160-mile-an-hour winds, still a major hurricane with 155 with the wind speeds Tuesday night. Slow going. It's going to take it a while to get here. Wednesday afternoon, 145-mile-an-hour winds as a Category 4. And then the models have shifted a little bit. The cone has shifted a little further north. It looks like right around Tampa Bay, St. Pete, Tampa Bay, we've got a Category 3 major hurricane hitting 8 o'clock on Wednesday with 125-mile-an-hour winds. With the cone now, it's shifted further north, so Okeechobee up northward through the central part of the state. We still have a hurricane. It exits still as a Category 1. With that said, here in the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast, we are still going to see tropical storm force wind gusts and heavy rains. It may in fact be a flooding type event for us. Milton has expanded in its size. It has a very well-defined eye right now. You can see it's just illuminated with the lightning right around that eye. It looks fierce and it is intensifying. So a strong Category 4 hurricane. We've extended the watches now with hurricane warnings all the way up through Orlando, back through the southwest coast. Okeechobee's under a tropical storm watch, just the lake though, and we do anticipate some tropical storm watches and warnings here, but probably with the next advisory maybe 2 p.m. this afternoon. The tropical impacts though, rain bands starting Wednesday throughout, and then Wednesday night into Thursday, embedded with possible isolated tornadoes and those gusting winds in excess of 50 miles an hour at times, with heavy rains anywhere from 3 to 6 inches and locally possibly more. All the latest today at noon.
Trust WPBF 25 First Warning Weather, #1 in severe weather coverage. This breaking update is a service of these sponsors.
Morning just absolutely bottom out with the pressure. It's gone down 25 millibars from where we started this morning, and the winds now, this says it all, 160 miles an hour with the hurricane force wind gusts. That is a strong Category 5 storm. So let's get straight to it right now. And it is still located more than 700 miles to the southwest of Tampa. And that's where it's likely to make landfall as a major Category 3 hurricane. It maintains its status as a Category 5, moving just north of the Yucatan the next few days, then starts to diminish some intensity as a Category 4, but still has 155-mile-an-hour winds as we head to late Tuesday. Now on Wednesday, it's starting to take aim anywhere from Port Charlotte all the way up through Tampa Bay now. Category 3 major hurricane making landfall as we hit 8 o'clock Wednesday night with 125-mile-an-hour winds. Of course, all of this is subject to change. We've seen numerous changes so far in the outlook today. The cone has shifted a little bit further north, so it's north of Okeechobee all the way up through the central part of Florida, all the way up into Gainesville. Again, we have a major Category 5 hurricane. It's going to move as a major across the state, dissecting the peninsula where we have a state of emergency for everyone. We do have a Category 1 hurricane even exiting Orlando and Gainesville and Jacksonville. So it maintains its status as a hurricane for a while. It's also expanding in size, and the National Hurricane Center did point out that not only are they expecting more intensification, but more expansion of the wind field. Right now, hurricane force winds with gusts up to 160 extend out from the center 80 miles. The model's in pretty good agreement that it goes toward Tampa. There are a few outliers, and any little shift to the south or the north would make a big difference with impacts. For our impacts, greatest would be Okeechobee. They're under a hurricane watch, as well as Lake Okeechobee, so they could see some hurricane force wind gusts. Elsewhere, we're going to see tropical storm force wind gust, and we're going to see rains. Rain already has saturated us over the course of the last couple of days. We saw record rainfall in Vero yesterday. So rapid intensification is happening even as we speak. A major hurricane landfalling in southwest Florida is on the horizon on Wednesday. More watches and warnings are a possibility, and the greatest impact for us will be Wednesday into Thursday. Future rainfall anywhere from 3 to 5 inches. This is overall, but it's these pockets of areas of rain where we're going to see some flooding potential that could get up to 10 inches of rain rainfall. Case in point, I mean, we've seen almost 3 inches here in West Palm. We have an aerial flood advisory up until 2:30 this afternoon. Take a look at all the moisture. This isn't even associated with Milton. This is just from a low pressure system, tropical low that's been moving through over the last couple of days. And so there's a flood watch up all the way from now until Thursday. And all this moisture is going to be actually incoming later on this evening and tonight. So we're already going to be having the ground so wet. We've got impact weather with that situation today. We're talking scattered rains and an intensification of the rains as we get forward. Future wind gusts, 41 miles an hour in Vero Beach. This is Wednesday night, 38 West Palm, 40 Jupiter. Some higher gusts are likely up to about 50 up on the northern end of our area, and maintaining that at least through the day on Thursday with that tropical storm force wind gust. 7-day forecast does show the severe weather warning day on Wednesday. That's the biggest impact. Wednesday night when it makes landfall, and then moving into Thursday, we're going to see a lot of impact as well. The rate of how fast this system is moving really is going to be critical as well. We're going to have high waves as we go through the next few days. So if you need to go out and boat, today isn't great, but it's going to be better than we will see going forward. We have southeast winds at 10 to 20 knots.
Sandra, thank you. Right now.